Hello Saviors and welcome, my name is Seivar24 and today I'm doing another reaction video to Screw Attack. Now they've been going at it for quite some time and a lot of videos have been produced, but in the last one I was rather confused as to why Smokey the Bear and McGruff were duking it out, because that was one of the fights that I just could not take seriously. It was just it was so outlandish. It was like, why is this even a thing? But now we're getting into a more serious fight, one that I can actually get behind. Thor versus Wonder Woman. Originally, when I found out that these two, when I originally heard of these two characters and the capabilities that they were, able to pull off, I did not think that Wonder Woman was really able to stand a chance against Thor. But as of recently, the new Wonder Woman movie actually puts her in a new light that really hasn't changed her character arc. She's still the same person, but with the new evidence that we've been given, it actually puts her in an area where she can actually be on an even playing field with that of the Thor himself. Because it actually puts her in the position of a goddess. Yeah, no joke. Like, I really was not expecting that. If you haven't seen the new Wonder Woman, I don't mean to spoil anything, but by now everybody's already seen it, right? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Let's see what, again, any commercial type stuff they have, like food products or whatever, I'm not going to be advertising because I'm not, sponsoring any of that stuff. I'm just going to be going straight into the discussion videos and the discussion, the analysis, and the fight. That's all I'm going to be doing. And possibly the end credits where they showcase the next fight as well. So for now, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what Wiz and Boomstick have for us.
The different pantheons of gods and goddesses have always been rife with conflict, and these heavenly wars can last for centuries.
Like with Thor, Norse champion of Asgard and son of Odin.
And Wonder Woman, Greek warrior of the Amazons and daughter of Zeus.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Can't wait to see how they're going to pair these two up against each other.
This is the Realm Eternal, root of the world tree and noblest of the 9 dimensions, Asgard.
Like a protector for your butt?
Asgard. Since ancient times, this colorful realm has been inhabited by warriors so powerful, many believe them to be immortal deities.
And they sort of were, but being immortal in Asgard is a funny thing. See, every few thousand years, these fellas go through a little apocalyptic event where everybody dies.
Then they're born anew with only vague memories of their previous lives. This is the cataclysmic event known as Ragnarok. And Asgard's newest king, the All-Father Odin, was determined to break this cycle.
So he fathered the best damn warrior the realms had ever seen. The mighty Thor.
Not you, mommy, this
Thor
kid.
spent most of his life living among his people and defending his realm from its enemies.
And he was good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. He's their tank and DPS all rolled into one when it comes to raiding other realms. And boy, does he look the part. This guy is 6 feet 6 inches of pure muscle, and possibly lead because he somehow weighs 640 pounds.
Thor was trained by the best in Asgard and has proven his mettle across multiple worlds. He helped found the Avengers and has defeated everything from giants to demons to other gods.
As a real
including his
god,
brother.
Thor is super strong, super fast, and super durable. And even on those rare occasions when he does get hurt, he patches up real quick with his healing factor.
And of course, being the god of thunder lets him control lightning and even the earth itself.
But Thor isn't complete without his iconic arsenal. He wears the Belt of Strength, which doubles his already impressive might.
Really?
And he swings around the most awesome tiny little hammer you've ever seen.
The most awesome
Mjolnir is an ancient weapon. 65 million years ago, it was forged by dwarves by harnessing a star. Its construction was so intense, it caused the star to explode, and its fiery remains eradicated the dinosaurs.
So it was the meteor.
Speaking of metal, Mjolnir is forged from Uru, an extremely durable iron-like ore that is highly susceptible to enchantment. Mjolnir in particular is enchanted to house a cosmic storm powerful enough to shake black holes. And yes, the wielders of Mjolnir can access the storm's powers, including levitation and control over weather.
Never wanted anything so bad in my life.
Right?
Unfortunately, only those the hammer deems worthy can actually wield it, or even pick it up for that matter. You must be pure of heart and noble of mind, or else it won't even budge.
Well, lucky for Thor, he's worthy of adding Mjolnir's awesome power to his own. And with their powers combined, nothing can stop him.
Thor has
Debatable.
easily tagged Quicksilver, who at his best can run around 670 million miles per hour. And Thor can move even faster than that when his hammer is dragging him around.
Yeah, that's the thing. Thor doesn't really fly on his own in the same way people like Superman or Captain Marvel do. Instead, he literally chucks his hammer as hard as he can and hangs on for dear life as it takes him for a ride.
Thor has said
Interesting.
Mjolnir is fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in 60 seconds. This means it can travel at least 350 trillion miles per hour, or over 500,000 times the speed of light.
Don't let go, Goldilocks. Hitting pavement at that speed might hurt even you.
He'd be fine. He can withstand a dip in the sun, where it
Oh
can
my
be over
gosh.
27 million degrees Fahrenheit. And while he was knocked unconscious, he did survive a bomb capable of planet busting, equal to a force of over 53 quadrillion megatons of TNT.
I'm more impressed that he lifted this giant-ass snake. Look at that thing.
The Midgard serpent is massive, capable of wrapping around the entire Earth twice. It stretches nearly 900 miles wide and 50,000 miles long. By
Wow.
comparing it to the largest living snakes, the 550-pound green anaconda, we can estimate the Midgard serpent weighs about 17 trillion tons.
Oh my gosh, that's a
Wiz,
lot.
I know my snakes, and it looks like that Mudguard serpent is actually constricting the Earth. By squeezing prey, a snake can apply pressure 16 times its normal weight. So Thor didn't just lift a really heavy snake, he outmatched 272 trillion tons of force.
That is
That is correct, Boomstick.
insane.
Goddamn right it is.
Also, how
It
did
is
Boomstick know
important
that?
to stress the unbelievable power Thor possesses. So much so that in fights with other godly beings, whole worlds can shatter. If
Oh,
it ever
jeez.
comes to it, he can even enter a state of warrior's madness. While he loses some control doing this, his power increases tenfold.
Why did we put this guy up against Raiden again?
Well,
Right?
Thor's cocky attitude has put him in all kinds of trouble. He's even lost Mjolnir's power more than once as a result.
Yeah, the hammer isn't invulnerable, and if Thor's holding on to it, its enchantment can even be tricked. Like that one time the Hulk used his own hammer against him by moving his arm. Why, you
Stop
hurt
hitting yourself.
So to teach Thor a lesson in humility, Odin banished him to Earth, transforming him into a handicapped human.
You call that a handicap? That's a limp. I'm over here with a friggin' shotgun for a leg, and I'm not even allowed to park in those special parking spaces.
Still, it turns out sending Thor to Earth was all part of Odin's plan to alter the cycle of Ragnarok, as such a thing had never been done before. And it worked. 4,000 years after the previous Ragnarok, Armageddon was stopped for good, and the gods were free. All thanks to Thor, and a giant time-traveling floating sentient eyeball, but mostly Thor.
Can't make this stuff up.
I accept your surrender.
And
Legend has it that lost among the waves sits a solitary island called Themyscira, shrouded in secrecy and inhabited solely by women.
Hey, Wiz, guess what's my new #1 vacation spot?
they would bring the
Despite
Animaniacs
their
in this
paradise
one day.
isle far from civilization, the women of Themyscira are more dangerous than you'd think. They are
Amazons.
immortal warriors created by the Olympian gods. Their mission? To spread the peace and justice of the gods to a barbarian world.
And ship anything to you for free within 2 days.
If you pay an annual fee.
Of
But
course,
a bunch
Jim
of
Carrey
centuries
too.
later, they were kind of out of the loop. These chicks had never even heard of shotguns before.
Until the day a military plane crashed near the island. Determined to reconnect with the world and establish peace once again, the Amazons held a tournament to select a representative.
The final test requiring each lady to block a bullet from just a couple yards away. Damn, they don't mess around.
The winner was one of their youngest, a brave woman known simply as Diana.
And that's how she became the Wonder Woman.
Due to her warrior heritage, Wonder Woman was trained from a very young age in just about every aspect of combat you can imagine.
Because what else she gonna do on that island?
Right?
She's a master with swords, axes, spears, bows, shields. Ah, hell, pretty much anything that isn't a gun.
Her Amazon
Yep.
physiology grants her super strength, super speed, heightened wisdom, and the ability to heal from most wounds almost instantly.
And she can fly, just like Superman. How else do you think she'd get around? An invisible jet? That's stupid. How
She
do
does
you
get
even
around.
remember where you parked it?
To
Right?
further improve her deadliness, she carries a rather unique arsenal, among which are her iconic bracelets of submission.
Ah, that sounds like some weird BDSM shit.
Well, they kind of were, but the universe has been reset more than enough times to change all that, thank God.
Right.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, those bracelets are her greatest tool for defense.
Forged by the smith god Hephaestus using the remains of Zeus's legendary Aegis shield, the bracelets are impervious to nearly anything, including gunfire, demon lightning, and Kryptonian heat vision.
Basically
which can
anything.
be hotter than the sun.
They can summon Zeus's lightning or even the indestructible Aegis they were made from.
To avoid collateral damage, the bracelets also suppress some of Diana's strength. Taking them off vastly increases her godly power.
Oh,
No
and
wonder
she
she
can
always
use
keeps
them to
those things
summon
on.
weapons like her magic sword.
Also forged by Hephaestus, this sword's edge is so sharp that it can slice through microscopic atoms. This means a precision strike from Wonder Woman can cut through nearly any material.
Man, this asbestos god makes some top-notch stuff.
Right?
He does commissions.
Well, he's not responsible for Diana's final weapon, the lasso of truth.
Aha,
This
the lasso.
unbreakable whip has the power to make anybody it touches tell the truth. Bad news for any cheating boyfriends she might have.
What other
Exactly.
depraved thoughts must you be thinking?
God, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Shall I kill him now, my queen?
Of course, she doesn't need weapons to prove her awesome
Oh no,
combat
she is
skills.
great at martial
According
combat.
to Batman, Diana is the greatest melee fighter in the world, which is no small feat in a universe with people like Karate Kid, Deathstroke, and Batman himself.
Yeah.
Did you say the Karate Kid? Man,
Wait,
Daniel
you serious?
San's really moved up in the world.
The point is, Wonder Woman is a master martial artist who's trained all her life. And while she has no official birth date, we do know she was born during the age of the Roman Empire, specifically when they employed centurions. Including the additional time she spent fighting in Valhalla before going back in time, this means
Really?
Wonder Woman must be about 3,000 years old.
All things considered, she
That's-
looks pretty damn good for her age. And that's
Right?
more than enough time to become a master ass kicker. It also helps that she's pretty darn quick. She's kept pace with Superman and defeated the speedster Professor Zoom.
Oh, really?
At one point, Wonder
Blind?
Woman was battling
Wow.
an ancient god who had fragmented himself into trillions of pieces, each spread to different corners of the universe. And while he summoned his pieces back at faster than light speed, Wonder Woman was able to stand in his way and block all of them.
That's insane!
That's
I
insane.
mean, she's moving so fast, there's like a bunch of her.
Moving thousands of times the speed of light can do that. In fact, she's moving so fast she's probably breaking all manners of quantum physics.
Right?
She's also ridiculously strong. She punched Doomsday into literal dust and helped pull the Earth around.
The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit equals around 1,000th of the object's mass, including the Earth itself. Assuming Wonder Woman was pulling her fair share, this means she can lift 2.2 quintillion tons.
That is a massive
And
load.
Grandpappy Boomstick always told me women were the weaker sex. I don't see him lifting a third of the Earth.
She's also incredibly tough. Nuclear explosions hardly even faze her.
Oh yeah, she punched a warhead and tanked it point blank. And then one day, Superman, who can see atoms, decided to split one to test her magic sword. Surprise, surprise, it literally blew up in their faces. Wacky antics.
Even more impressive was her fight with Zoom, in which she took several light speed punches which, according to her fellow Justice League member The Flash, hit like a white dwarf star. That would equal
dwarf
2
star?
billion
Oh,
megatons
jeez.
of force.
Unfortunately, Wendy's not invincible. She's got her own kryptonite, and it's a lot more common than radioactive alien rocks.
Her durability holds up well against almost everything, except for piercing weapons.
Which just seems
Piercing?
like an unacceptable weakness when you're that strong. Knives, swords, spears, any kind of blade will do the trick. But especially bullets, which is probably why she's gotten so good at blocking them with those bracelets.
Unfortunately for
Yeah.
swordsmen and sharpshooters, Diana doesn't go down easily.
In fact, a good stabbing is more than likely just gonna piss her off. And that's when you learn just how dangerous Wonder Woman can really be.
Like, seriously? She's able to restore herself from the gunshot wounds and pistol fire, but she can't.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, they're gonna throw in an ad. But seriously, her weakness is a lot more common than you'd think. It's piercing weapons. Even though she's able to heal from bullet wounds and arrow shots, sword stabs. How is that a very veritable weakness? Like, that's a very common weakness to have in comparison to the fact that she's able to regenerate from that stuff. That would have to be a very big piercing in order to make sure that she that she doesn't recover from it. Good lord, how in the world? How in the world is she supposedly that weak to something when she's supposedly so strong? And the numbers are going to be absolutely phenomenal to figure out for these guys, so I have absolutely no idea how this is going to handle. Anyways, skipping all the stuff. Alright, let's see what they got going for us. Oh, they're taking it to Wonder Woman's homeland, huh? Hello, Thor, Odin's son. Where did you land? Because I'm not even sure you know.
You! No man can enter Themyscira unannounced.
Stand down, wayward maiden. This sort of thing never turns out well for women like yourself.
Really?
Oh. I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
DC versus Marvel, here we go! He's a strong warrior, but she is an agile Amazon.
Incredible. Time to stop holding back, Diana.
And she just jumps straight into it and goes to take him out. Why do you have to break everything along the way? Just go straight for him and punch him out. Dual swords, of course. Epic showdown. You know, eventually those swords are supposed to go dull, but nope, not hers.
Such reckless abandon. Poor misguided fool.
Caught off guard by a hammer. Out into the solar system. I guess they're now fighting on the moon. Or some random comet. Nope, that's definitely the moon. Oh, the Shield of Vegas! Did he just destroy the whole moon there? Yep, it looked like it. And in she comes.
Shall the god of thunder relent?
You will to me!
I'll kill you! I'll kill you dead!
Oh,
Excuse me?
now he's pissed. Thor smash! Come on, use your lasso. There you go. Oh.
You're not worthy.
KO!
KO! Whoa, go Wundy! Looks like somebody's been watching too much Game of Thrones.
Thor and Wonder Woman matched each other in some surprising ways. Their weapons were enchanted, their years of experience were similar, and even their super modes did almost the same sort of thing.
But Lady Wonder had a couple big things going for her.
Yep.
Like her speed. Sure, Thor's fast enough to tag Quicksilver, and his travel speed with Mjolnir is just stupid fast. But Wonder Woman's shown that she's even more stupid fast in combat over and over again.
Such as when she blocked trillions of God shards flying at her from the edges of the universe.
Uh-huh.
Most likely faster than any speed Mjolnir was capable of. She was even able to catch Zoom in her lasso, despite how he wasn't just running ahead of her in physical space, but he was also ahead of her in time. Wrap your noggin
Oh,
around that one.
jeez.
Thor's durability was greater than Wonder Woman's, but the difference in strength was a different story. In fact, when comparing their Earth and Snake feats, she was 8,000 times stronger than him.
Oh, wow.
But the final nail in Thor's coffin was their choice of weaponry.
Mjolnir may have been tough for Diana to defend against, but it couldn't exploit her weakness to piercing weapons.
Yeah, that's one of the
Meanwhile,
things that I was
Diana's magic
waiting
sword
for.
could slice at a microscopic level, something Thor couldn't possibly be prepared to defend against.
You could have skin so tough that you can take a bath in the sun no problem, but it won't do a damn thing to a blade that can literally sever your atoms.
Ultimately, while many of their talents were evenly matched, Diana's speed, strength, and weaponry proved too much for Thor Odinson.
Yep, he was done, Thor.
The winner is Wonder Woman.
Bad pun. Wonder Woman,
around, we're
be
about to announce
around.
the
It's kind of
combatants for the next
surprising,
death
actually.
And if you want to watch exclusive comment,
Let's see what's on the next one. Really? What? Wait, Naruto versus Ichigo. So, Naruto versus Bleach. Interesting. I actually haven't seen Naruto since the first season. Like, I started watching it for quite some time, and then all of a sudden I just stopped. Not sure why. It was actually a pretty good show. I think maybe it's because I got out of the loop when I ended up moving one time. And as for Bleach, I kept up with it. Well, I didn't really keep up with it. I watched a few episodes here and there, but I didn't really keep up with it all that much. I noticed quite a few interesting episodes. I don't know. This one's going to be kind of interesting to see. It's more like this case of Shredder versus Silver Samurai all over again. Like you're going to have a ninja versus a samurai kind of thing going on. Either way, it's going to be an epic battle, and I can't wait to see what it is. But for now, that is going to have to be everything. What an epic fight this is, and I can't wait to see what's coming up. It was an epic showdown, and yeah, I was suspecting that that Thor and Wonder Woman were going to be on a pretty good scale, but Wonder Woman obviously pulled ahead in various areas. But this next episode is going to have to wait until next time when these guys decide to come out with it. Probably about a month or just a few weeks. Either way, oh well, actually it shows it right there, November 11th. So yeah, actually a couple of weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Anyways, we're going to have to wait until then to see the next episode. But for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment section below, check out the Discord channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, saviors. Wonder Woman!